You probably have it sitting in your kitchen right now, a little white box, maybe tucked next to your flour or spices. You have used it to keep the fridge fresh. You might have tossed a spoonful into pancake batter. But what if I told you that this humble household item, baking soda, might actually hold a surprising secret for men over 50, not just for cooking, not just for cleaning, but for something far more personal, something every man wants to protect as he gets older. His energy, his strength, and yes, his performance in the bedroom. It sounds too simple, right? A scoop of powder you can buy for pennies, making a difference in how you feel as a man. Stay with me, because this is not hype. It is not some wild claim or internet myth. It is a quiet little truth backed by real insight into how your body works, how it ages, and how something as ordinary as baking soda might give you a little extra support where it really counts. In this video, I am going to walk you through exactly how baking soda interacts with the body in men over 50. We will talk about energy, stamina, circulation, and how all of these connect to your bedroom health. You will learn how a small amount of this pantry staple might help support your performance and vitality, especially if you are already making an effort to live healthier. No gimmicks, no medical claims, just honest, clear information about what baking soda does inside your body and why in some cases it could make a quiet but meaningful difference. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly why you are lucky you clicked on it, because this simple tip might just help protect something that matters deeply, your sense of energy, power, and connection. Let's dive in. First, let's talk about what really changes in the male body after 50. For most men, the shift is slow and quiet. You do not wake up one day and suddenly feel old. Instead, it starts with subtle things. You feel a little more tired in the morning, even after what used to be a full night's rest. Your workouts require more effort. Recovery takes longer. And that sharp, confident energy, the kind that once felt automatic, starts to feel like it is slipping away. It is not just physical strength. It is that quiet flame of drive, presence, and performance in the gym, at work, and yes, in the bedroom. You may not even talk about it out loud, but inside you notice the difference. Now here is the truth. This is completely normal. It is not a sign of failure or weakness. It is the natural rhythm of an aging body. As we grow older, our muscle mass gradually declines. Our blood vessels stiffen, becoming less flexible and responsive, and our body produces less nitric oxide, the molecule responsible for telling those blood vessels when to relax and let blood flow where it needs to go. At the same time, our system slowly becomes more acidic, especially if you are eating the kind of modern diet many people over 50 rely on. This includes high amounts of protein, bread, cheese, processed meats, and packaged snacks. These foods are acidic by nature and can shift your body's delicate balance over time. Most men assume this is just part of aging, something you endure, not something you adjust. But that assumption can cost you energy, strength, and confidence, because here is where things get interesting. Your body is not breaking down beyond repair. It is simply asking for support, for something to help restore that balance. And believe it or not, one of the simplest tools you can use is already sitting in your kitchen. That tool is baking soda. Now, I want to be very clear. Baking soda, also known as sodium bicarbonate, is not some magical cure. It will not turn back time or replace healthy habits, but it does play a powerful role in one specific function, balancing acid in your body. As you move through your day, especially if you are active, stressed, or eating a typical Western diet, your body produces something called hydrogen ions. These tiny particles increase acidity in your blood. When acid levels rise, your muscles start to fatigue faster, your endurance drops, and your circulation slows down. Everything becomes just a bit more sluggish. Imagine trying to run your car on dirty oil. It still works, but it is not smooth. The parts grind. The response is slower. Over time, it wears everything down. That is what high acidity does to your body. It dulls your performance in every area, including circulation, energy, and stamina. That is where baking soda comes in. Baking soda is alkaline, which means it can help neutralize some of that excess acid. When taken in small, sensible amounts, it acts as a buffer, bringing your internal environment closer to the balance your body loves. And this shift does not just make you feel better in a general sense. It helps your blood carry more oxygen, improves muscle performance, and most importantly, supports the health and flexibility of your blood vessels. And that brings us to perhaps the most surprising part. Let us talk about something more personal, something men often think about, rarely speak about openly. Bedroom performance. That sense of energy, readiness, and connection. It all depends on one crucial factor, blood flow. And blood flow depends directly on nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is the messenger molecule that tells your arteries to relax, to open up, and to allow blood to move freely throughout your system. Without enough nitric oxide, your blood vessels remain tight and rigid. That means less flow, less sensation, and slower response when the moment calls for it. And here is the link that matters most. When your blood becomes slightly more alkaline, your body releases more nitric oxide naturally. That means baking soda, by gently reducing acidity, may help encourage your blood vessels to relax and become more responsive. Not just during exercise, not just during stress, but even during intimate moments. This is not hype. It is not about shortcuts. And it certainly is not a substitute for medical guidance or professional treatment, but it is a natural support, something that works with your body's own systems, not against them. And for many men over 50, even a small improvement in circulation and vascular function can mean a real felt difference, not just in the gym, but in the bedroom. More energy, better response, a deeper sense of confidence. Now, I want to say this again because it matters. Baking soda is not a miracle. It will not replace your doctor, your exercise, or your overall lifestyle. But when used carefully and with the right understanding, it can support the very systems your body relies on to stay strong, vibrant, and alive. And yes, the benefits go far beyond the bedroom. Let's talk about muscle endurance, something every man over 50 should care about, even if he has never stepped foot in a gym, because this is not just about lifting weights or running marathons. This is about daily strength. It is about having the ability to rise from a chair without effort, to carry groceries without strain, to walk through the park with your partner, or keep up with your grandchildren when they run ahead laughing. Your muscles are your power source. They hold you upright, keep your joints stable, and protect your independence. But here is the challenge. As you get older, especially past 50, your muscles begin to wear down faster. This is partly due to natural hormonal changes, but also because of something you might not even feel, your body becoming slightly more acidic over time. When your blood is too acidic, your muscles break down quicker. They tire sooner. They do not repair themselves as easily after activity. You might notice it as that lingering soreness after doing something simple, raking leaves, climbing a few stairs, or playing a short game of catch. What used to be effortless starts to feel like a challenge. But when you support your body's natural buffering system with something as simple as a small dose of baking soda, your muscles gain an advantage. That buffered state allows them to work longer before fatigue, to recover faster after effort, and to maintain their strength and tone more effectively. Some studies have shown that older adults who added small amounts of bicarbonate to their diet were able to preserve muscle strength and physical function better than those who did not. This is not about bulging biceps or sculpted abs. It is about holding on to what you have and giving your body the tools to keep moving with confidence. Because here is the truth. Better muscle health leads to better circulation. Better circulation delivers more oxygen and nutrients to every corner of your body, including your heart, your brain, and your intimate areas. These are the building blocks of what I call real male vitality. Not just looking strong, but feeling steady, capable, and full of life. Now let us shift to something practical. How to use baking soda wisely. Baking soda is simple, but it is not something to take lightly. It must be used with care and with respect for your unique body. It is powerful, and when misused, it can create more problems than it solves. Most people who try it for health support begin with a very small amount, usually around 1/4 to 1/2 of a teaspoon, dissolved fully in a large glass of water. Some men prefer to take it before light activity, such as a walk or a short workout. Others take it in the evening with their last meal, especially if they notice muscle fatigue or occasional heartburn. But here is the golden rule. Always listen to your body. No two men are the same, and your personal health history matters. That is why I always recommend speaking with your doctor before introducing anything new to your routine, even something as familiar as baking soda. Why the caution? Because baking soda contains sodium, and too much sodium can lead to high blood pressure, fluid retention, or stomach upset, especially if you already have heart or kidney concerns. That is why we are not talking about daily use forever. Think of it more like a gentle tool in your health toolbox, something to try occasionally or in moderation to help your body find balance when it needs a little extra support. And of course, like any tool, it works best when paired with the basics. Get good sleep, stay hydrated, move your body every day, even if it is just a walk around the block. Eat whole foods rich in color and nutrients. Baking soda is not a shortcut or a replacement. It is a small, smart addition to a foundation of healthy habits you already know matter. So, here is the real truth, the one no supplement, ad, or flashy product will tell you. You do not need a cabinet full of pills to feel like yourself again. You do not need to chase youth or fight your age. Sometimes the most powerful support is already in your kitchen, hiding in plain sight, quietly waiting to be noticed. Baking soda will not reverse time, but it can help your body do what it was always meant to do. Move better, breathe deeper, feel stronger, and stay confident in those quiet personal moments when it truly matters. If you are a man over 50, this is not the time to slow down. This is the time to tune in, to care deeply about your body, and to choose small habits that keep you grounded in your strength. You still have power to protect, energy to enjoy, and a future that deserves your full presence. Your health is worth your attention, and sometimes all it takes is a little curiosity and a pinch of powder. If this video gave you something to think about, I invite you to subscribe and share it with another man who might need a gentle reminder that he still has so much strength left in him. We are all in this together, growing older with clarity, with courage, and with calm. Thank you for watching, and remember, the best version of you is not behind you. It is still waking up. You are just getting started.